Hello, friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, in my series Legends of Cinema Shahrukh Khan, I'm going to be talking about the movie Asoka. I have some wonderful memories with the movie Asoka, which are not related specifically to the movie, but to the events around the movie. And I'm going to start now. So, when Asoka released, I was around 20 years old. And at that point of time, obviously, I wasn't making any money. So, I was just scrolling, and once I reached Planet M. And this is just before the release of Asoka. And when I reached Planet M, I saw there was a book on the making of Ashoka, and I checked with them, and I found the price was around 2,000 rupees. Obviously, I couldn't afford it, but I had to buy it. I was such a huge fan that I couldn't leave anything related to Shahrukh Khan or Shahrukh Khan's movies. So I didn't know what to do, and I did something which ideally I should be regretting. I don't regret, but I sold my gold chain. My parents had given me a gold chain. I sold it as a punishment to myself. I have never ever worn a gold chain, neither after I started making money nor from my parents' money. Anyways, I went and sold my gold chain. I got some money. I bought a Bentix chain, which is like a fake gold, and I bought the book. When I bought the book, they said they would not be giving me the book right away. I would have to wait for a week. On Sunday, Shahrukh Khan is going to personally autograph the book and hand it over to his fans. I was hugely surprised. I mean, this was the biggest thing ever in my life. I mean, all these years being a Shahrukh Khan fan, I had never ever had the opportunity to meet him or to even see him in person. So I was super excited. I didn't know while buying the book that I'm going to get this opportunity. Anyways, on Sunday, while I was having my lunch, my mom discovered that I wasn't wearing a gold chain. And she got really livid and she asked me, "What did you do with it?" And I had to confess to her that I sold it. And she was super angry with me. I quickly finished my food and I ran away from my home. I reached CST and I was waiting for Shah Rukh Khan to arrive. So I was inside the Planet M store. There were a few more fans of Shah Rukh Khan who were waiting. And then Shah Rukh Khan arrived. He arrived with his son Aryan. I think Aryan must be 3 years old at that point of time. He had a sword in his hand. Shah Rukh Khan looked a little shy, very contrast to his image, right? He didn't look like the extrovert that he seems to be. He looked a little shy and a little nervous. Probably the movie was about to release. And then he addressed all of us. He thanked us for buying the book and for attending the event and said that he's excited about the movie and how we respond to the movie. Then he sat on a chair with the table ahead of him. And one by one, he started interacting with every single fan of his. We were standing in a queue. So I was waiting for my opportunity. There were people shouting, "Shahrukh, we love you," and all that. And I mean, I felt a little small because as a fan, amongst the people I am close to, they think there is no fan in the world who is as crazy as I am for Shah Rukh Khan. So in front of this crowd, I felt like Shah Rukh Khan wouldn't know that. Shah Rukh Khan would assume that I'm one of his fans. So that made me feel a little small, but nevertheless, I was meeting him for the first time and I was excited about it. And then came my turn. He asked me, "What's your name?" And I said, "Karthik." So he wrote, "Dear Karthik." He asked me what I'm doing, and I said, "I'm doing my engineering." So he wrote, "Be the best engineer in the world. Lots of love, Shah Rukh Khan." I shook hands with him. I said, "Best of luck for your movie." And he thanked me for it. And that was the first time I ever met Shah Rukh Khan. I shook hands with him. I was in close quarters with him, right, breathing the same air as Shah Rukh Khan. So that was a huge thing for me as a fan. And this memory stays with me forever. Unfortunately, I lost this book in 2005. If you remember, July 26, 2005, we had the biggest rainfall and in Bombay, and almost the entire city was drowned in water. We used to live in the ground floor, so our house was completely flooded, and everything in our house was destroyed, including my education documents, my a lot of other things, and the book of Asoka. So that's the sad end to the book of Asoka. But this memory lives with me forever. And I used to carry this book with me while I was in college, always in my backpack. I remember one day I was going to Panvel to meet a friend of mine. I didn't buy a ticket, and I was caught at the train station by the TC. And I told him, I'm a student, I don't have money, I didn't buy the ticket. He then checked my bag and he took the book of Asoka and he started turning every page and he was like, "You met Shah Rukh Khan in person?" I said, "Yes." And he kept turning the pages and then he eventually returned the book back to me and told me, "Be careful, make sure you buy the ticket next time." And then he paid for my return ticket because I couldn't meet my friend. I was going to go back and he paid for my return ticket. And so I made some money out of this book as well. So that's one more story. I read the book of Asoka before I watched the movie. I was fascinated by the entire book. The book went into details about Ashoka. It spoke about Ashoka in length, when he was Chand Ashok, when he was the kind of person people used to be scared of and used to fear, when he used to kill people. And then the Battle of Kalinga happened and things changed for him. He started following Buddhism and he spread Buddhism across India, across the world. So, based on my reading of that book, I had huge expectations from the movie. I was thinking, okay, if the book is so good, the movie has to be great. And I watched the movie on the first day. I'll say that I wasn't completely satisfied with the movie, but there were many parts of the movie which I loved. I loved the performance of Shahrukh Khan, especially as Chand Ashok. His mother is killed by his stepbrother, and that's when the evil side of Shahrukh Khan comes out. And that side of Shahrukh Khan was so exciting to watch. I loved that entire part of Ashoka. I also loved the scenes between him and Kareena. Although personally, I thought at that point of time, basically because I had read the book, I wish they had spent a little less time between Shahrukh and Kareena's characters. But I believe that was important because that is what changes him. So I understand the importance of that chapter in his life, but I wish they had spent a little less time. They had shown more of his evil side. And I also wish they had spent a lot of time showing what he did after he started following Buddhism and started spreading Buddhism. So I wish they had focused a lot on that part. They had focused a lot on the part before he went into the exile. They showed the war well. I think everything, the movie looked so beautiful, right? It was shot really well. At that point of time, we didn't have so much VFX. So I think most of it was really shot. And Santosh Sivan did a great work in picturizing the film. The songs look beautiful, mesmerizing, right? All the songs were so beautiful. Anu Malik outdid himself for this movie. I think there were many positives in the movie. Performances were wonderful from both Shahrukh Khan, Kareena, Danny, and all the other people. Ajit. Ajit was there in the movie, right? It was the Sangam of South and North at that point of time. So many things worked. The emotions worked between Shahrukh, his mother, Shahrukh, Kareena, and you found the bond and the chemistry to be real. And as I said, the movie looked mesmerizingly beautiful. So many positives in the movie, but there were some negatives, as I said. Had they focused a little less on the Shahrukh Kareena chapter and focused more on the Chand Ashok part, on the part before he went into the exile, and on the part after he adapted Buddhism and started spreading Buddhism, I would have probably found the movie a little more satisfying. Having said that, I loved the movie for whatever it was. But for me, the experience, the personal experience of meeting Shah Rukh Khan because of the movie Ashoka remains the most special thing in my life. I would say one of the most special things in my life. So that's my memory of Ashoka. I believe over the years, the love for the movie has increased. If you haven't watched Ashoka or if you want to revisit Ashoka, I would recommend that you do that. You will like it more now. There are many things to be liked. So enjoy the songs of it, enjoy the beauty of the movie. So that's it from my end. Thank you for watching my podcast. Have a great day.